The following program contains adult language, poor taste in jokes, racial slurs, political slurs, slants, and all sorts of things that, if you are sensitive and have a delicate constitution, you should probably go watch Teletubbies. You were warned.
I ain't drunk, I'm just drinking.
But you're so high.
Oh man, you know I ain't high.
But you're so high.
Yeah, well I just take a little sip every now and then.
But you're so high.
You ought to be ashamed of
Stay
yourself.
drunk all
Oh,
the
come on now,
time.
you all don't feel like that.
Bam! Hey kids, happy Friday night. Oh, what a week. I always say that every Friday night rant. You notice I have no, like reoccurring, like I don't have a Friday night rant. It's either a Wednesday night, Monday night, Tuesday, it just kind of fucking keeps going. Oh, what a week. Anyway, it's been a great week. We just got like 4 inches of fucking snow outside. I've got about 20 birds I need to maid, and it's not gonna happen, but that's okay. My brothers in the club been keeping me busy and doing some gallery builds and some bonus builds and builds for friends, and you know, I got to think about it. I'm talking to my brother Wes, which is FPV Fanatic, who helps me a lot. He and I, there's 3 of us that really do a lot of decision making with the gallery builds and stuff like that. Wes helps me out, and Warlock, a couple other guys, but Wes especially helps me out with picking out motors and frames and things, because I don't watch enough YouTube or pay enough attention to shit. All my boys do. So I always run things by the club. And I say, guys, what do you think? You know, what should we use for motors? What should we use? I want to do a build. And so him, me, and Lincoln are the and Warlock, and the guys in the club. I bounce things off the guys in the club too, and they're like, oh, well, we'd like to see this, we'd like to see that. So that's been very, very helpful with all that. My buddy Ted Brock, he and I have this little competition, which isn't a competition, but it's like who can build the weirdest shit. And he's a brilliant guy and builds far better than he gives himself credit for. I actually have a couple of his builds sitting on my bench I need to fly, and if we ever get the snow and the -5-degree weather to go away, bam, it's gonna be awesome. So been a fun week though. What did we do? Shit, I had the week off. I did the Mocha micro build, which was kind of cool. Haven't tested it yet. And I built this, and everybody's like, oh, not everybody, but a couple of my brothers on the channel are like, man, those motors suck. They're gonna get really hot on 3S. I'm like, really? Shit, okay, well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run 3S full tilt till they blow up, just see what they do. Fuck it. We built the steroid build. You guys probably saw the gallery shots that my smoking hot, gorgeous wife did. This thing turned out absolutely fucking insane. Look at these motors. This thing, Brother Hobby Avenger 2507, 2700s. This thing is just... This was what I call a bonus build. I've got 4 or 5 or 6 builds coming up in the next 3 weeks that I'm going to show all you guys, do galleries for, and they're going to be, some of them are going to be auction birds for the Patriot Blades page, and all that good stuff. But anyway, those are fancy, and I thought, well, we'll just spit this thing together real quick. I built it yesterday with my 1-year-old sitting in my lap, pretty much, and then I soldered it off sides there. And oh my god, this thing just turned out to be a fucking muscle head. The power to weight ratio, I mean, Bardwell, his little jelly bean ass would have to eat 300 pounds of beans, get his ass off the ground for what this thing can do. I mean, it's just boom. And my one of the club brothers, I should say, Shiloh, actually is going to buy this off of me, thank God, because I love my custom crazy builds to go to my friends. I think it's so cool. We keep them in the family if possible. And I was just going to auction it off or sell it to whoever wanted it, but he's like, oh, I got to have that. He's a crazy fucker. So he's going to open this thing up. I am going to do a pop test on this and set it up for him when the receiver comes, and I'm going to video it. I've got to see what these motors do. I mean, these things are like, look at this thing. It's like all motor. I love it. Did a bunch of stuff. But anyway, part of this rant is about, I'm just going to go on and on because fuck it. It's all good. My very good brother, Pete, who is also in the club, we just call him Pete. That's his name. He doesn't have any stupid names like we all do. He's like, I want to build a bird for the club. You know, one of the ones that we rotate between the brothers of the club. Look what that son of a bitch built. He built a Cerebus frame. Now, this is the quote-unquote cloned frame. I have my doubts. Cerebus, if you guys are watching, maybe this is just rebranded, because here's a real Cerebus. This is my bird, one of my personal birds. This is the true Cerebus frame that I bought in the United States, blah, 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 blah. Haven't flown it yet. Returner R4, blah, 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 blah. This is the one he bought overseas that's cheaper. But I almost have to say it's the same frame. I don't see any anatomical difference. I'm looking at it right now. I'm wondering, actually, let's see. No. Yeah. I'm thinking, and maybe I'm wrong, and if Flynoceros is watching this, I don't know. Let me know if this is a clone, because I had a red one, and it had gold Cobra motors on it, and one of the brothers in the club bought it, and I have the green one. And this one looks, I mean, it is identical. There is no difference. It's even got the same holes in the canopy. Yeah, I'm thinking it's the same bird. I really am. And I don't know if Flynoceros is maybe saying, okay, to Banggood or wherever he got this, yeah, we're going to sell them out there and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, this is a bad bird. 28 amp ESC BL Heli S. This has the Avenger motors on it too. They're not quite as big as the ones I did. They're the 2507 2450s, which is damn near the same thing. Got the 28 amp ESCs. He's got, what's he got in this thing? I'm not even sure what flight controller that is. I know he told me, is that an omnibus? I have to look. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But he pop tested. This is going into circulation, which is just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, this thing's a beautiful bird. And then there's mine, you know, that I've never even flown. I'm not even finished with it yet. I need to do something with the motor wires and all that. Love it. Anyway, so that happened. And I'm collecting up. There's a few Patriot birds out there in circulation right now that I'm collecting back up. And once the web page is done and it's all launched, I'm going to spit them all out. We're going to start in the southern part of the country because those boys can fly and we can't up here right now, at least not very well. So yeah, and we got some builds coming up. Like I said, I've got a bunch of gallery builds coming up. I've got, to give you an example, I got 4 gold Cobras. I got 4 green Cobras. I got 4, what are these things called? Thors. These are my wife's build motors. Yes, Mrs. RotoGeek is doing a build with me on video. She's been talking about it nonstop, which blows my mind. Because my wife is the most gorgeous, amazing human being you'll ever meet in your life. But and you've seen her photography on my gallery builds, and she is so fucking shy. She says to me, she goes, I'll do a video with you, but I don't want my hands or my face on video. Okay, for one thing, the chick looks like a model by most people's standards. Number 2, I told her, I said, if you don't have your face or your hands, how are we going to do a build video? And she just laughed. But it's been sitting in her head, gooing around, and she's like, I'm going to do it. And she wanted me to find a Princess Leia mat, which I haven't been able to find. But we're going to change the mat. She's going to have her drink out here, and I'll have mine. And she said, I'm going to do everything I can in my power to embarrass you, which is pretty much impossible to embarrass me, because I embarrass myself more than most anybody can. But anyway, here's her motors. Check these bad fuckers out. These are... I had the, you know, she's a chick, so she wanted to color code everything. So then I had to translate the colors into shit that worked. And she's Mrs. RotoGeek, so we're not letting her build a cheap bird. So, look at these things, man. She picked these out. She's like, oh, I gotta have them. You know, of course, they're, you know, 2500 kV Thors. I mean, these things are bitchin'. Look at that. And then her frame, you'll see all that. It's getting a custom job done by our brother Lincoln David down south, who is a very, very close friend of mine, who does all of my body work, if you will. We got some beautiful birds coming up. But these are Mrs. RotoGeeks. And then I've got these coveted babies. People are trying to get their hands on. T-Motor F40 Pro 2 2600 kVs. Those are going on a very custom build that you guys are going to see. So we got, I ordered another build stuff tonight, you know, and I want to displace a myth here. You know, guys are like, man, what do you make, like $1 million a year? You do all this? I sell a lot of the birds that I build, okay? So when I sell a bird, that money goes right back into another bird, and boom, 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 that's what we do. Yeah, so that's how that works. Back to Patriot Blades and the club. The thing that's amazing is when you show people, like I'm very good friends with, I consider us very good friends, the owner and creator and designer of Mocha Frames. You guys know I'm a Mocha nut. My builds that I do some pretty, I think, pretty phenomenal builds sometimes. And my builds aren't. The ones I personally fly, this is my Headhunter. You know, it's got Sunny Sky motors on it and fucking Bullet ESCs and in an awesome Mocha frame. I even modified it, put a cheap camera in there. But yet I'll turn around and build a, you know, what is this thing? Fucking almost $500 Jadina, you know, that's just whatever. And that one actually is mine too. But most of the birds I build, I just sell them to my friends or sell them to whoever. Because I get to build stuff, it's fun, I get shit across the channel, and my buddies get a nice bird at pretty much cost. It works out, so we like it, we have fun with it, and they go to club members first, and if they don't want them, they're going to be auctioned off on Patriot Blades website, which is going to be released very soon. Bam, very, very cool. I think we're keeping Mrs. Roto Geeks. It just depends on what she wants to do. It might go in the cabinet with my Patriot build, you know, my American flag bird, but anyhow, the people in this club, getting back to Mocha, I bought a Headhunter frame from him, and this is the actual first frame I ever bought from Mocha. And you guys saw me put this Eachine HD recording stack thingy in it the other day, and I still haven't tested it. This is just the Simplex standard, and I bought this. I found this online. One of my friends pointed it out to me a while back. I'm like, oh, I got to have that. So I'm going to turn that into my Headhunter because that's what I do. I ended up becoming friends with the guy, and then I bought the Mocha Simplex Pro and the Jadina, and then he sent me a couple frames he wanted me to test for him, and, you know, we just became friends. We talk almost every day, believe it or not. And him and my buddies at Farview, I love you. I got my Farview order today. I ordered a ton of antennas because I have a lot of builds coming up, and I use them as spares and whatever. And these guys send me my box, and they stamp Farview on the side, right? And then they put that on the other side. I mean, how cool is that? I got a BAM box from Farview. I'm saving this, and I'm going to ship stuff to my friends in it just because I just think that is super cool. And, you know, I talked to one of the boys at Farview, and him and his wife just had a baby. Congratulations to you. Your life's over. And, yeah, I mean, I haven't slept 4.5 fucking years, dude. I mean, seriously, that's why I live in the garage. You guys see me spit out a bird a day. That's why. Because I don't sleep. Because I have children. Yeah. Anyway. But the people and the friends that you make, you know, my brother Quadfather, PJ down south, he's the one that came up with the Patriot Blades flag. You know, the flag with the soldiers and, you know, all that. All him. He made me t-shirts and airbrushed them. My brother Paul Hargrove, he made us some t-shirts. My good brother Warlock, which is Felix down in Florida, he and I have been talking for fucking ever. I built him, or helped him build a drone, and he's building Headhunters, and he's a great builder. He's been sharing some of his stuff with the club, and he's just a phenomenal person. Love him. Anyway, he's made us a special thing I'm going to do a different video on. I'm not even going to reveal it. For the club, for all the guys in the club, he made something. Just didn't ask me for money, didn't do whatever. I have this guy a few weeks back in California, in liberal land out there. His name's Mike, and he's like, hey, he just sends me this rogue email, if I remember right. He says, hey, I love what you're doing. I love the club. I love the builds. I love your channel because you're so full of shit, or whatever he said. And I run a body shop type of thing, or not a body shop, I'm sorry, a fab shop. And I would like to help you guys do this, and this. Okay, you know, and I kind of vet my people, obviously, you know, I don't just take anybody in. So we get to talking, and we had a lot of things in common. I'm an industrial robotics engineer, you know, so I've been to Tesla quite a few times, and he used to work at Tesla, and we start talking about things and work and commonalities that we had. We become friends, right? So he's like, look what I made for you. And he sends me this picture. Wait till you see this shit. Look. He sends me this laser-etched acrylic which now sits in my pipe case with my American flag that Zebra made me, or got for me in Sandland over there that you all know about. And it's also my Patriot bird, you know, our mascot is in that case, and this sits right next to it. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this thing. Seriously? I mean, that is like, oh, I remember I opened the box and my wife's like, fuck me. And I go, the look on my face had to have been like when Bardwell first saw Pussy. I mean, seriously, it had to have been just like, oh my God, right? What the hell is this? It's perfect. I mean, it's Quadfather's art to a T. Got the hand drawn. I mean, it's, oh, I love it, right? So he does that. Then it gets better. Wait. Oh, my brother, Gary, which is Lincoln David's friend down in North Carolina, he made us stickers. I got to order some more of those too. And he sent me like, I don't know, 30 or 40 of those. And he goes, here's the place you can get them from. Here's how much it's going to cost if you want to order more. And I've been handing those out to people and whatever else. And I'm going to order some. So thank you very much, Gary. I love you. You and I are going to do dinner here soon. But anyway, back to Mike in California. He's like, dude, he made us Patriot Blade bamboo laser etched keychains. He goes, well, if you like those, I can make you these. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? I mean, this is just, and I told him, he's like, how many you want for the club? Just how many you want? Just tell me. And I'm like, no. One of the things about Patriot Blades has a couple different facets, right? We have the Patriot Blade birds, which we call blades. And the blades get passed around to blade members. Everybody gets to play with one for 7 days, and they pass it to the next member. You know, they mail it to the next state. You guys all know that. This is all going to be on the website. And then we've got the Patriot Blades gallery builds. Now, the gallery builds are things like, things like this guy, okay? Not necessarily expensive birds, but fancy birds that we're going to auction off. And the proceeds go to the two charities, which is St. Jude's Children's Hospital and the veterans, right? We know all that. And it's not just me that builds these gallery birds. I'm going to have guys in the club that once they get, you know, if they already do or they have really good building skills, they can say, hey, Jay, I want to build a gallery build. We're going to auction it off, and they get their money back. Proceeds go to blah, 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 you know it all. But the whole point of Patriot Blades is, one, to build loyalty and friendship and brotherhood, which we've got a great crew going. I mean, and I got a few people in the other countries too, that one in Australia who I love dearly, and you know, my boys in England, and you know, just all over the place. They're not in the rotation of the birds, but they're in the club. They are the heart of the club too. And one of the things about blades is it's not supposed to cost anybody anything. If you want to donate, like Gary did the stickers, but that's a one-time thing. He's, you know, he spent whatever he spent, and it's cost me a little bit, you know, and people, I don't care if it's a little bit, but I don't want somebody to say, hey, I'm going to mail you 75 of these things at no cost. I don't want that. So I told Mike, I said, everybody under God's green earth is going to want one of these things that's in the club. Tell me how much the cost is, and then we'll set up a PayPal thing. You know, if it costs $3 to make one, then, you know, I ask people to donate their time, not their money. So if it costs $3 to make one, everybody pitches in $3, they get a keychain, you know, whatever it's going to be. The people you meet, I mean, this guy, he sends these to me. He doesn't even know me. He had these done before he talked to me. You know, I'm like, fucking really? Seriously? You know, I'm like looking at this like, this dude's like fucking crazy. And we've become fast friends since then. We talk every day. I've sent him some toys. He sent me some toys, you know, whatever else. Just staggering. Just blows my fucking mind. And I'm probably forgetting people that have done stuff. You know, Ted Brock, my brother Ted Brock, has done so much for this, and the web page, and blah, 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 blah. I'm rambling, which is what I do. I can't thank you guys enough. I really can't. And like I said, the only thing I ask from any of my boys is time. That's it. It shouldn't cost anybody anything, and we can still do a good cause, have some fun. We're talking about having get-togethers once a year where we all get together in a central location, have a fly, have a drink, do whatever we do. I don't even care if we fucking fly. We're such good friends. Explicit and Warlock and Pete and Wes and, you know, all these Quadfather. I can't even name you all. You know who you are. Shiloh, my brother, all these guys. I don't even care if we fucking fly. I really don't. Like, just getting together, roasting some fucking marshmallows and just talking trash, to me, would just be mecca. And we're going to do that. And I want to do that once a year. And in the summer, preferably. And if we can fly, great. And if not, who fucking cares? Because I'm one of those people where if you're flying with me, I'll hand you my $500 Jadina and say, go fly the fucker. You know, I'm going to have a drink. I don't give a shit. It's all fun. And I love it. So Patriot Blades is going to be launched very, very soon. So yeah, that's just, you know, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Paul Hargrove. Thank you, Zebra, for all of, you know, all my veterans. My brother Trevor, you know, I was just talking to out in Nebraska. He's a vet too, and he and I have very similar views on the country. And he got me all ramped up. You know, I got all pissed off. We started talking about things, and just about the things you've already heard me go on about how we all need to just pull together and make this country great again. And, you know, it's not about the government. It's not about, oh, the government this, the government that. No, it's about the fucking populace. It's about these stupid fucking people that are so stuck in their collective little singular bubbles that they live in. Me, 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 me. And then they say, well, I want this, I want that. I want to be able to cut my dick off, tell everybody I'm a girl, and I want this, and everybody has to pay for me. And, you know, really? I mean, I've said it before, guys. I'm not a radical, but I'm old-fashioned. It's like, if God gave you a dick, go into the boys' bathroom. God gave you a twat, go into the girls' bathroom. It's not hard math. You don't need to change your sex to be different or unique or have character. You don't need a sex change. You need therapy. It's that simple. If you're gay, fine. I guess that's fine. But the whole cutting shit off to make you something else, yeah, that's what we're talking about. You know, you want to be unique, go build a quadcopter and fly it into, you know, come over here, strap my old lady's dog to it, fly the fucker over to Bardwell's house and drop it on his head. Bam! You know, that makes you unique. You know, I think it's sad that people have to have all these, oh, I have to have a gay parade so people notice me type of shit. Not gay parade, but, you know, the sex change, it's like, you're just crying for attention. Get off. Let's just bring it back. Can't everybody just be themselves? And just, I'm probably going to catch a lot of flack for that, but you know what? Fuck it. Kick me off. I really don't care. So yeah, that was kind of my rant. I just want, Patriot Blades is a tiny little dream of camaraderie. I want to help some vets because without our vets, we don't have anything in this country. I want to help some kids. Without children, we will not have anything in the future of this country. And we don't want to be raising a bunch of fuckwit, skirt-wearing, makeup-wearing, frickin', unless you're a chick, weird shit, running our country and taking care of us when we're old. Bring your kids up right. You don't say, Johnny, please stop setting the dog on fire. You don't do that. When I was a kid, your old man smacked you in the fucking head. My old man was raised in a Catholic orphanage. He'd make you kneel for an hour, and you didn't even know why. He'd like, just, you know, he'd smack you in the face just for putting your elbows on the table. I didn't even know what the fuck that meant. Get your elbows off the table. Bam! You know, I was like, I think that's where I learned bam. Actually, it's where my old man smacked me in the back of the head. But I didn't turn out a serial killer. I'm not wearing a skirt in my mother's basement torturing kittens because I got spanked every day of my life. Fucking grow up. You know, it's like, that's my rant. I'm sorry. It's just build a quad. Don't cut your dick off. Just go build a quad. I'll help you. Come over. We'll come over to JJ Roto Geeks. We'll build some crazy weird shit. And, you know, that's too scary to fly or it's too pretty to fly. And you'll spend a lot of money and have a drink. It'll be a good time. It's not fucking rocket science, kids. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, so that's that. The drone wing, we're going to do that too. Yeah. Oh, I built this thing too. Did I show you this? Yeah, built that this week too. See, again, this is one of my birds. You look at this thing, and it's like, dude, that thing's terrible. You know, but then you look at this thing, and it's like, ooh, dude, that's perfect. Or you look at Warbird that I sent to Wes. My brother Wes bought Warbird. And that was the American flag micro Tomaquad 130. And yeah, that bird turned out sweet. He tested it today like a fucking little girl. It was really funny. It's like, dude, I'm going to send you a skirt the next time you fly one of my birds at 50% for an entire battery. It's like, really? Making me look bad. Oh, getting back to Mike, one last thing. He saw the Warbird pictures, you know, that my wife did, the gallery. And he's like, dude, I saw that cheap little case that you put Warbird in. And it was a cheap little case. My old lady and I and the girls were at Hobby Lobby, and I bought one of those $10 fucking display cases you buy. I don't know what you put in a baseball, where the fuck you put in those things. It's $10. And I painted the bottom of it black. And I stuck a Patriot Blade sticker in it, and I put some tape on it, and bam, put the bird in there. It's like, how cool is it? And I was so proud of it. I really was. I was prouder of that stupid $10 case than I was the damn bird that I built. And I sent it to Wes, and that poor bastard. Wes is FPV fanatic, and he's sicker than a dog. I mean, he just, if you puked up hair, you would look better than Wes looks right. And the fucker sends me a picture last night. He goes, dude, I feel as bad as I look. And he sent me the picture, and I just put LOL. And then he goes, my face is so swelled up. And I go, fuck me, that's your face? I thought it was somebody's ass with the crack glued shut, you know? And he's just laughing. But anyway, I was really excited about this case, you know? And my brother Mike, the guy that made these, says to me, and that is Ruthless FPV in the club, for you guys that don't know. Ruthless Rider, whatever it is. He's like, what do you think? I'm working on a Patriot Blades gallery case. You know, when I do the gallery builds like the Jadina or the, you know, Mocha stuff or a Patriot, and he goes, I want to make them out of acrylic. Give me the dimensions, and I'll laser etch this in the back, and on the front of the case, I'll laser etch the name of the bird, you know, because I always name my birds, you know, just because I don't think my parents paid enough attention to me or something. I have to name everything. And I'm like, oh my God, how fucking cool is this, right? So I said, well, let's do a prototype. So he's going to make me one for Patriot, which is our mascot, you know, the red, white, and blue headhunter. And I'm like, yeah, make it this high, that wide, and engrave it in the back and put Patriot on the front. And basically what we're going to do is he has offered out of the goodness of his heart that anybody who buys one of the gallery builds can get an inscribed case, a laser etched case with the name on it. It's going to be an added cost because I do not expect him to donate these. Let's say it's $30, $50. I don't know what it's going to be, but it'll be worth it. Look at that. That is just, like I said, first time Bardwell saw a booby in his life, you know, back when he was 37, he's like, oh, you know, that, seriously. I need a drink. That's how cool that is. I can't thank my brothers enough. I really can't. It's just been so overwhelming. The Patriot Blade started out Rocco's idea. It really did. My brother Rocco, he's gimbal guy. He's like, he and I wanted to build something together. Cool, let's build something together. And I'm like, well, okay, let's build something together. What do you want to do with the fucking thing? I don't want it. I got enough birds I can't fly. He comes up with, well, why don't we just pass around our friends? Okay. So I take it and I come up with Patriot Blades. I'm like, we'll make a club where we can do this. And I thought that's not enough. We're going to do charities. And we're going to do this. We're going to do gallery auctions. We're going to do, you know, all this crap. And then, you know, Warlock takes it further, and Mike takes it further, and Wes takes it further, and Explicit you know, everybody just, oh, let's do this. And people are sending me shit. You should see my garage. My old lady is getting ready to leave my ass because this place is such a fucking mess right now. I got shit. I got Lincoln's drone in here. I got a drone wing in here. I got so many birds. I was like, I can try to remember which ones are mine. I got Ted Brock's birds in here. I got Patriot birds in here. I got, you know, motorcycles and, more importantly, booze. It's all good. So that's that. That's my rant. So doing some stuff tomorrow. I don't remember what, but it'll come to me. I might do a video. I don't know. I'm waiting on a bunch of stuff to come in. We're doing a couple more builds this coming week probably, and some little bits and bobs of things. So anyway, guys, happy Friday night. God bless you. Keep America alive. Love you dearly. Keep shining side up. Bye.
Bam, JJ. Bam, JJ. Hope you like fishing.